There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? What are you people?
It's us.
What is up, guys? So it's been a while since I've done one of these because I've been busy with a few other things. I've been doing my short film that recently came out not too long ago, and then also classes that I've been trying to keep a reasonable grade in. So I haven't had time. I've been seeing movies, but I just haven't had time to sit down and do a review for them. I kind of got some time now, so I decided that I would do one for this movie, and just being this movie and who made it, I was like, well, I gotta at least try. So this is what we're gonna do right now. If you're seeing this, then I ended up uploading it. But I did a review for Infinity War that I was never able to get around to to editing, so I didn't upload it. But I'm gonna try to get this one done. So if you're seeing it, then of course it got edited and then uploaded. So here we go. Us. The newest movie written and directed by Jordan Peele, his follow-up to Get Out. And there's a lot of stuff I could say about the movie. The movie's starring Lupita Nyong'o and Winston Duke. Something happened in Wakanda, and they came to America, and now they done got involved in this stuff. It's not safe anywhere anymore. But anyway, they both. I'm trying to see. Let me see what I'm gonna talk about. First, I want to say the film. I just want to talk about a few key things, like I always do. I'm gonna try to keep this short. One thing I want to talk about first of all is Jordan Peele's direction. It's like I've seen a lot of reviewers talking about, and they was talking like, oh, well, Jordan Peele right now you can compare him to M. Night Shyamalan following The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. I don't want to say that because we all know what happened following those few movies. Like a few movies after that, we all know what happened, like The Happening, and I don't want to say that, but I will say that Jordan Peele right now is at the top of his game as far as writing and directing. It's just, you're watching it, and having seen Get Out, you're already like, okay, I'm gonna try to watch out for some stuff. So that's me at the beginning of the movie. I'm sitting there, and I was like, okay, I see that right there. That's gotta mean something. I'm gonna try to remember that. There's some stuff that actually does come back into play later on in the film. It's like, yep, that's what it is. I knew that was gonna come back. There's some things I saw, but I was like, okay, I couldn't figure out what they linked, and I had to find out from somebody else later on when I got back, and I was like, I knew that had something to do with it. But just attention to detail is just one really cool thing about watching the film. Like I said, if you've seen Get Out, you come into this film, you're trying to watch out for stuff, you're trying to stay ahead of what's going on, you're trying to figure out what happens before it happens, and trying to figure out why these people are here and why they're doing what they are doing. But it was really good. Like the writing he's just like, I really liked how it was a black family, and they was like, I heard somebody else say this, but seeing that, watching it for myself, I understood it. Is like, because most times people can betray black families, and it's like, okay, they're a black family, but something's going on with the parents, the kids are disobedient, they're doing something outside of school they ain't supposed to be doing. These are just regular people. He wrote them as regular people. There's just the mom that's like, oh, the mom, she's the protective mom. The dad, he's the goofy dad, even though he's black. Because somebody's like, oh, he's gonna be like some cool. No, he's just a. No matter whether he was written as black, but black or white, he wrote him as like a goofy dad. He didn't have to have no underlining anything going on with him. He was just being a dad. He was raising his kids, and he was just goofy every once in a while, embarrassing them, because that's what dads do. And the kids acting, I'm gonna try to get back around to it, but just he wrote those kids to act like actual kids. The daughter, she's sort of like I'm getting older. I'm too old for this. My parents acting the way they treat me, and my brother, he's just so nerdy. That's how she wrote him. And the boy, he's just unusual or something like that. And that's how usually younger brothers kind of are. And it's just, I really liked how they were written. I was sitting there, I was like, okay, none of this feels like it's fake. I'm sitting there watching, this feels like we're watching a real family interacting like how a real family would. direction, how it was filmed, it was really cool. It was just like it was like certain key things. The way certain things were filmed is like, okay, I see why they did that. And the way that like you see it in the trailer, but it's like the wide shot, the normal family on the left, wide family on the right, and how they're like dolling across, going from Lupita to the kids to Winston Duke, and then on the other side, this mirrored, and it's going from Winston Duke to the kids to Lupita, and it's just, and it's intercutting back and forth between them. It's showing Lupita, like you see in the trailer, Lupita's crying, and she's just sitting there like, it's just, and then it's showing the kids looking at each other, and Winston's just like, oh my gosh, who are you people? And he's just looking at him. It was just, I really liked how it was, because like, that's a lot, because like me having my field be in film and having watched like the YouTube channel Cinema Sins, I go into movies not even meaning to. I break down stuff. I'm like, okay, that didn't make no sense. Why would you do that? That don't even make no sense. There's a few times where I was like, okay, I'm confused. What does that have to do with anything? Or what's like the meaning of that? This is gonna leave you with some questions, but it's not like, it's not in all the cases it's a plot hole. They didn't leave it open like, oh, well, we just forgot to explain this. Some things are left unexplained because Jordan Peele himself said that he was inspired by the old, like, 80s horror films. And a lot of stuff happened in those old 80s horror films that didn't really get an explanation. You just knew they were happening. You were scared that they were happening, but you never understood, like, in all, what caused these things to happen. You just knew they were happening. And that's the same case here. Like, you get an explanation hearsay about a few things, but then some things are intentionally, he said, left out in the open for you to interpret on your own. And I was like, okay, I get that. It was not a major problem for me. I understood why he did that, and it fit with the style of the film. Like I said, acting. Lupita was, of course, we know she's won an Oscar. She won 12 Years a Slave, but Lupita was the standout of it, playing the dual parts. I always love seeing films where you see people having to play numerous other people. You see one actor having to play numerous roles or something like that. Like James McAvoy is one of my favorites. James McAvoy in Split, 20-something personality. There's 24 personalities in the film, but he said that on screen, at least in Glass, he only played about 20 or so got on screen or something like that. But I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. But it's just a few movies that I've seen that I just love seeing them play those dual identities. And I really like Lupita in this because she's the protective parent. She knows something's coming. She's trying to keep her parents out. She's a parent trying to keep her kids and her family out of harm. And then Lupita's just over here like, I don't know how she's talking.
Be careful.
But it was just really cool. I was like, okay, I just loved seeing her role. I loved Winston Duke in it. I loved his role as the goofy dad. I really liked it, and I was like, is that my SD card? I think my SD card's running out of space. But it was just okay. I'm gonna try to wrap it up because I think it says I got like 4 minutes of space on it. I just really loved his act. I really loved his acting. It just seemed so natural.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
And none of it seemed like he was I mean, there was some points where it's like, okay, some lines he delivered, you were just like, I don't know what it was. It just didn't feel like he knew how to deliver it, but it didn't really take out of the film. It was just an issue with his acting. The kids were incredible. A lot of kids, they have issues in horror films. They don't feel authentic. Certain reactions to certain things, you're like, okay, come on. I mean, like, I know you're kids, but that's on the director to enforce, like, how you're supposed to be feeling in this situation. And that goes back to Jordan Peele's directing. Jordan Peele's directing showed in their acting. Lupita, her emotion contributed to what was going on in the film. Same with Winston. Same with the kids. The supporting actors, they did decently, but they weren't the main focus. The main focus was Lupita's family. I enjoyed the film overall. Like, the writing of it was really clever, and I loved a few cues like that you had to go back to at the end of the film, and you had to look up for yourself, like, what does this mean, or something like that. I was a bunch of reviewers I was watching to try to figure out their opinion on certain things, because me and a friend I went to see, we was trying to draw our own conclusions, and certain things we kind of got right, and certain things we was like, oh, we got that, that's kind of close. But I really enjoyed that. And I enjoy having to go back and search stuff up at the end of the film. Like, okay, what does this mean? So and so. And then also when you go back and watch it again later on, you try to figure out. It's like, okay, yeah, I see it now. That's what I had to do with Get Out. A lot of people also, at least, hold on, let me finish up. Like writing, Jordan Peele's directing, it is not diminished. It has maybe in a way improved. I'm really looking. Like, a lot of people ask, do you think it's going to get any more Oscar nominations? I can't tell yet. Like I said, I want to see it a few more times before I draw to any conclusion like that. Acting was incredible. Runtime. I lost track of time during the movie. I was just enjoying it too much. I was like, I lost track of time throughout it, but I was like, I'm starting to ramble because I'm seeing my time diminish. I got like 2 minutes, but it was just so good. Just trust me, it was really good. It's a movie that if you're questioning whether you're gonna go see it, whether it's like really, really scary, it has scary moments. It's not a like horror film like Demons or whatever, like got you jumping. It's nothing like that. It's just, it has scary moments that may jar you, that may make you go, oh my gosh, oh jeez. It's just like that. If I did like, let's see, pass, rent, or buy, is that how I do things? I haven't done this in so long. It's like pass, rent, or buy. I would buy this because I bought Get Out. And the final question that a lot of people usually ask is like, oh, is this as good as Get Out? I can't say that. I like, in my opinion, I mean, this is my personal opinion. I'm not gonna say it towards you. It's Get Out's better in my opinion, but maybe I just need to see this a few more times so I can get a final conclusion. And let me wrap this up because I got 1 minute left of time. Thank you for watching this. I know this was quick. It's probably better actually. It was quicker than my usual reviews. I might try to keep it to this pace from now on. But thank you for watching. I hope you like this. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Get Out. I mean, not Get Out. Us. Go check it out. Hope you enjoy it. Catch y'all later. I don't know. I'm sorry.